straight ahead. It's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
14.
They run it again with Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. It's Hayes, and he will have the Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. This is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Smith catches left side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Play action. Now it's Brady. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Williams powers through it, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hayes, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Brady. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw there into the hands of Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
14. Tempo.
On 2nd and a couple. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. He's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. On play action, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Brady now on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in, already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake. Brady. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On play action, now Brady. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. He's got room at the 30, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 60 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A quick throw by Brady, complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. Easy.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got him. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Here's Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, we won't say the comeback is complete just yet, but boy, they have come roaring back to take this 4th quarter lead.
And I like the way that you put that, because it's not complete just yet, but just think about the other side, where they are right now, because they've got to be saying, how did we let this one get away? We were in complete control, well on our way to victory, and now all of a sudden, we're losing. How did that happen?
Moore, the man in motion. Brady will look to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
14, got it.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Brady's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wilson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Draymond Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Brady. Forced out to his left. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And it's a big advantage of it when the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some